Hello and welcome. Tonight, we are just going to sit back, relax, and reminisce about Into the Dark and talk about it. And I'm going to answer any questions about the series, its production, and my experience playing with it. As we are currently right after the last episode, where we jumped away from the enemy base. And we're just currently sitting out here in the middle of nowhere, charging up our jump drive so we can get going back home. Because we are a long ways away from the Moose Camp. Whereas Moose Camp, there it is. Where are that? Yeah, way over there, 5,000 kilometers. So obviously, that's a long ways away. There is, though, our... Did I save that? So Spectre parking. Where did I leave Spectre parking? Oh, good. I left the waypoint there. And that's what? 2,400. Okay. So that's a jump in a bit. In which case, what we could do is we could do the 400 kilometers. And then we can jump the 2,000. And then we'll be good. Jump. Range, say, 450. Oh, that doesn't work. I just have to manually change it. 444. Blind jump. Okie dokie. Jump.
Ship fuel low.
Oh, I know my ship fuel is low. God damn it. It's because I don't have my reactors on and such. Fully recharge in a minute. And then I can do the full jump. And I can be all the way back at the battleship. Then I can grab it. And we can start heading home to Moose Camp. Although, what I might want to do is put my reactors on. Because I have them, so I might as well do it. Gives me 2 megawatts of power. Hey, I have a question. I struggle with trying to use the same mods that you're using and getting a world going. I don't seem to grasp the technical side of building the world. So is there any other ways? So, there is the scenario that I'm using. The guy who designed the scenario is currently working on, like, taking this storyline focused scenario. Currently there is the version of it that is Into the Dark Light, that is basically just the world with none of the scenario stuff, none of the pre-placed structures, none of the enemies, all that kind of stuff. You can go do that right now. It requires the what's it called? The plug-in version of Space Engineers. The plug-in Space Engineers launcher, so that you are able to get the like this specific world generation and such. He is making the full story version, although it is not ready yet, and he's also got some personal life stuff that he needs to take care of first. So it should eventually come out. Spectre parking. Let's jump to that. Yeah, plug-in loader. Yeah, that's it. My brain is just not functioning. Because it is Friday night, and my brain doesn't want to work on Friday night. It should be, hopefully, once that's all said and done, that it's just... you just load in to the plug-in version of Space Engineers, and you load the save, and you're good.
Fuel critical.
I know it's critical. Okay, I'm going to turn that jump drive off again.
Ship fuel critical.
Shut up. I had enough fuel to get back here. We're fine. Oh, but I don't want to be flying directly towards this plane. So please, a little bit to the left. Oh, and something, I always have my music off for recording, but I'll turn my music back on for streaming, because it just gets a little annoying when there's nothing in the background. So hopefully you don't need to build the world
low.
in the future, and that you'll just be able to go and just load the plugin, load the scenario from the workshop, and be done with it. That's the plan. Also, he's improving it. So every single encounter that I had in this series was like a pre-placed encounter, in the sense that like he went in and he put all of the structures, and every single time I fought an enemy is because he put it there at the beginning, where he has been working on a modular encounter spawner version of the enemies, so that you'll be able to just go and just randomly spawn, and you'll be able to do just like a normal playthrough, and things will be random and interesting instead of my fixed version here. So hopefully that'll come out soon, and you guys will be able to use it. Give it a try. I'm going to park my ass up here, and we're going to go get the... There we go. Dampeners off. Gonna do another industrial overhaul again? Probably. I think I'll do another industrial overhaul at some point. I actually do like that game, and since Satisfactory just went 1.0, I'm contemplating doing more Satisfactory as well, which I could just do like industrial overhaul and Satisfactory at the same time, and it would be very, very, very meta at that point. Alright, let's go get this jump drive here. Up. Not that much. Just gotta drift in here nice and slowly. And grab it. There we go. Looking at that ship makes my head explode. How do you calc lift thrust? There's a website you use. You just math it each time. There is a website to calculate like lift for your space engineers' ships, of like how many thrusters you need to keep the ship flying. Most of the time it just comes down to like a gut feeling. Like I think it's, I can't remember. I think it's like for every large cargo container you want and you want it to be full, you needed to have like 2 large thrusters or something. I can't remember. But there was like a gut feeling of like, yeah, I need about this many thrusters. Okay, I could spend the entire episode, like the entire stream here, coasting my way back, but I'll just teleport myself there in a minute. Because that would just be annoying. And we're going to go look at some stuff. Blah, 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 da, da, da. I'm first going to take myself home. I'm going to go and land back at Moose Camp, and then I'm going to teleport around the world as we talk about stuff. So what we're going to do... Oh, as my game is chugging. Oh my god. It's like trying to load every single tree. Okay. We're going to first go above Moose Camp so I can properly orient myself to the gravity. because it would have been very detrimental to not have my large thrusters downwards when I was that close to the ground. And ow, god damn trees. You always cause me to chug. And now I can go and teleport myself here. There we go. Because now I'm not going to be like teleport in and I'm upside down and I just crash immediately. Yeah, the Space Engineer's thrust calculator. You throw in your ship weight, how many cargo containers it has, whether or not you want them to be full, and then it'll tell you how many thrusters you need of the different types. Oh, I'm starting to list. There we go. Now I'm flat. Alright, I'm gonna dodge my light towers, and we can come all in for a landing. Not sure you could survive this scenario without a gravity aligned script. The thing is I had DF Prakash create me like a stability script and like an SAS script and like all this stuff, and I had my flight script that I used in season 4 a lot, right? That was all there, and I was like, yeah, I could use all this stuff, and then I just ended up not using any of it. I never really like orbited things or did like orbital maneuvers very much. I just winged it most of the time. Oh, this is right. You are space only now, so I can't move you. Okay, whatever. You can stay parked there. I was gonna put it back in its parking spot, but I guess I can just live there. Alright, we're gonna stick our butt here. Yes, had some very well balanced centers of gravity in your craft. Ah, yes. That is because I built everything very symmetrically. Like, the pancakes are a perfect example of I just had a connector conveyor or something in the center, and then I just built everything out symmetrically around it. And then once I got and added like the drills or the welders or whatever I needed up here, I just added some more battery in the back to counter the weight of the drills. So, like, just made it flat and made it symmetrical, and life works that way. Same thing with this thing. It's symmetrical. It works. I've had the game for a couple months, and I thought I could handle on flight in space for the first time. I tried to use ion in the atmosphere and found out what happens when a small ship runs to the ground at full speed. Yeah. Ions don't work in atmosphere. Well, technically they do work in atmosphere, but just horribly. Like, they have a tiny amount of thrust. Or is it 0? I can't remember. Or am I thinking Kerbal Space Program, where they're like, they have an itsy bitsy bit of thrust. Let's see. I think it's not related to gravity, it's with atmosphere. Right. So all right. I got startled by my own sound effect. Is that even going to show up? Oh shit, I have the Steamlabs thing turned off. Come on, is that going to show up now? I don't know. That little sound effect is the Steamlabs popping in and going, hello. Yeah, current max thrust is 2 kilonewtons. Optimal thrust is 14.4. 20% thrust in atmosphere. So theoretically, you can fly in Atmo with the ions. Theoretically possible. Not efficient in any which way. Alright. Let's start looking around the world here. We need to go to the starting base. Oop. Oh, where the hell am I? Where's the starting base? I thought it was. Oh, here. It's right here. It's just. It was behind me. Yeah. All right. Let's make it day. There we go. A starting base. So one of the things I absolutely loved with the scenario is this. Just this cluster of asteroids. I wish that was a thing. Like, I wish so bad that that was a thing in regular Space Engineers. Anyone play Dual Universe since he allows single player now? Didn't I? I think I tried that game. Not sure I liked it very much, but I cannot remember. It'd be interesting if they allow single player. Okay, which one's my... Wait, where's my asteroid base again? Oh, there it is. Such a tiny little thing. Like, I love the idea of these huge asteroid fields. It's actually something I could have extended the season longer. And I could have done some more exploration of the solar system here. Because I can't remember where, exactly where. But somewhere in these rings. Nat, do you remember which ring the asteroid belt was at? Because I could have visited the asteroid belt, but I never did. And I purposely tried to fly around it because I didn't want to crash into it at full speed. But somewhere in these rings is the asteroid belt. And it's just those asteroid, like, density all the way around. And the only way I can think of trying to find it is just teleport myself into random locations here along the belt. But I think fourth orbit. Wait, huh? So, like... What do you mean fourth orbit? Like fourth planet out? Like planet 1, 2, 3, 4? I'm confused. My notes are at home. Okay, yeah, fine. That's fine. That is fine. I can just be there in the middle of the sea of stars. Entity list. Back to... Where's my thing again? Owner name. That'll do it. Kanajashi. There we go. Starting base. There we go. Back to the starting base. Rather than random asteroid, it would have been cool. I keep wanting to automate flight operations, but I was worried about some random asteroid popping up in your flight path. I know! Ugh. It's so annoying. Like, I like the idea of space essentially being empty except for areas of danger. Like, there's just this cluster here, and as long as I go around the cluster, I'm fine. And I really liked it because then I could just be like, oh, okay, I'll get up to a couple kilometers per second, and just started, you know, coasting towards these planets. Although Alt F10, what? Rip? What do you mean? Star System Designer? Gorm D. Oh, is that showing me the asteroids? Teleport to ring. Hey, the asteroid ring. So where is that? There. That band. I gotta get back to my person to be able to see them. So yeah, there was an asteroid belt. I just never visited it because I was afraid of running into it at Mach speeds. Bam 15,000. Hey, Kana, how are you? I'm pretty good. I'm actually really ridiculously tired because I had a long week, and I'm just happy to be done with it. I'm just happy to be having a weekend now. Starting base. Come on. Oh, right, because I'm in follow mode for me. I need to get out of follow mode, and then I can go to the no, not mass. Owner name. Then I can teleport my camera around. There we go. So we started off the season. We had that space station start here. Obviously, I've removed that space station by now. But we got out here into the asteroids. I found an amazing asteroid with a nice chunk of metal. Gotta have that exposed iron, man. It's everything. And we made our little starter platform, which is really all you ever need. Like, look at this. This is it. We got some cargo with the basics, and then we just upgraded it with the full-sized, and we added a large cargo and H2O2 in the back. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. And then got some docking ports and a welder. From here, we went to the Asteroid. Which, I think this is going to be ridiculously loud. I'm sorry. Headphone users, caution. This might smash your ears. Ow! I'm turning them off as fast as I can. Ah! What are these things? Drills? Yes. Off. Done. It's quiet now. I warned people. I gave enough warning that these were going to be loud as heck. Like, that is something this mod maker, really cool mod. I love these things. Holy shit, you need to go in and lower the volume on your mod. Like, these things are ridiculous. You can see my audio mixer. When these things go, it peaks. Like, it absolutely peaks out in the red of, like, audio. Ugh. But we've got our O2 H2 generators. They are running away, making some hydrogen, which we're low right now. We're only at 20% because we slurped it all up with the battleship a few episodes ago. Yes, you did make a reduced volume version. We should include that in the pack instead of this really loud version that I have. Just gonna turn on all this just so I can move things. Is it effective with blocks? I.e., if you put it in a building, is it muffled? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's just seal it in. Because I don't think it is, but this is an experiment. And not this one. So I'll just cut that one. And then we'll turn it on. And we'll get ready to get some ear rape. Ow! Yeah, no, it doesn't work. It gives you just pain. Oh my god, that's just pain. Ugh. But man, I need a seat here because I need some power. I actually really like this concept that I have here. I have a fuel station. And what I mean by that is that I actually kind of dislike how hydrogen is utilized in the game. I mean, it's a real nitpicky, stupid thing, right? I really like the No More Free Energy mod in the sense that you have to have extra energy to put into to create a fuel that is transportable. So, like, to fill up your hydrogen tanks, you have to put energy into the system, and you don't get it all back. I like that. Where how it is now in the vanilla game is essentially ice is coal. Like, ice is kind of like a coal-like substance, or like a uranium-esque substance, where you can actually just, like, burn ice for power, and that's weird, and I don't like it. But when you have that mod in that makes it so that that whole process is energy negative, and you need to put energy into the system, as in I need this giant solar panel in order to have these O2H2 generators running, it creates this like hydrogen depot, this hydrogen processing facility, like where you have to build up a fuel processing facility, and then your range of your vehicles is dependent on where your fuel processing facilities are. And so when you get to a new system or something, it's not like in base game where if you just have some H2O2s and some hydrogen generators, you can just find some ice and refuel, right? Yeah, there's some ice there, refueled. Where this is like, no, you're not going to have enough power for that. You need to go back to your depot and refuel, because otherwise, like, you're not going to be able to do it. Yeah, I like it. It also adjusts a few things, like, of course, these make fuel at a slower rate of, like, only so many liters per second. But, of course, this is all, like, modifiable with the mod. You can change all the ratios and stuff. But the fuel itself is used at a slower rate. So the fuel has a higher energy density, So a full hydrogen tank will take you actually a few times further than vanilla, but it's much harder to fill it. I like that. But anyway, that's what we did. We made the starter, the base, and we got over here and got our fuel facility in place so that we would have plenty of fuel. And I didn't think I was actually going to come back to this location. Like, I thought this was going to be just a thing I did, and then I'd go down to the planet, I build another one there, and then I'd be like, well, I'll probably never go back to the Asteroid again. But then it came in super goddamn clutch when I had those battleship that I scavenged, and I came through here, and I was able to just get enough to get back to the asteroid base, and I had to go refill here. This thing came in super clutch. The fact that it had been sitting there, like, filling up with hydrogen for the entire series, and it was just ready with a freaking 4 large tanks of hydrogen. It was amazing. Like I would imagine what happened in Star Trek with making antimatter. Yes. Like, it seems like, oh, it's magical. They've got so much stuff. They can go anywhere. But no, they need their processing facilities back on their colonies and their space stations to create that special fuel that is allowing them to do their thing. All right. And then we zipped on over to Endor. Wait, was Endor our first one? I think I went to Endor. No, did I go to Endor first? Did I? I am having like what happened? Where did I go? There was the ice planet. I can't remember when and where I made these different different orders here. There was Hoth. Okay, this was the ice planet. Endor is first. Yeah, and there's Tatooine. I'll just turn on the ship merchant ones. It is Kamino. That was a water planet. I had my charging outpost. Nice. Went to trees first. Yeah, because there's Hoth. There's Kamino. Kessel. Of course, I named them after Star Wars stuff because that was the only way I could remember them. But they all had their proper Gaelic names, like Clach and Carach and Kuan and Delech. Hell if I can pronounce these, and so I just made up with Star Wars names. So we went to... Oh, ooh, no, I had my landing spot, didn't I? Yeah, I don't know if that's... I came here and I landed at the equator. Right. Yeah, there's my wind turbines. I'm gonna plop my ass over here. So this is where I plopped my butt down first time I landed on this planet. This is where I had the drop ship that was like still missing pieces. And I plopped it down here and built this thing up so I could charge it. And also so that I could, I think I stuck a collector in the water and I started to refuel a little bit based on using this power. And I did some exploration, I went around, and then a little bird told me that I needed to go to the poles, either the North or South Pole, in order to find the resources on this planet. Because there was simply 0 ores anywhere. And so we went north. I think it was north, right? Yes, we went north. And flying up here, NPC camp spawned, the mouse camp, but I misread it as moose for the longest time that it just became moose camp. And that's what it was. But you can still see it, some of the remnants of the original spawn, although I put power on them so they wouldn't run out of power. There's my bungalow. There used to be a structure here and a structure here, but they've since been salvaged. There used to be a structure here that looked like it's a fuel facility, so that's why the fuel facility is placed here. So, people are spawning in. We made the underground network here. Got some pipes going to the different facilities. Plus, this goddamn borehole. Like, what's that Russian one? Some K something, super deep borehole where they, like, went 20 kilometers into the earth. That's what it felt like building this thing. But I got down here, and I was able to make it, and I got it with the... wrong button. I got it with the collectors. Sucking up all the ice I could ever need. That was fun to build, and also really, really annoying to build. It would have been better to be by the coast. I wouldn't have had to build this giant thing. Kola Super Deep borehole. Yeah, that's it. That's what it felt like building that thing. Down to the bottom, you just cannot see any sky. Even when I didn't have the cap on it. And then after I dug my super deep hole, and I built out my little fuel facility here, I built up the giant solar panel that extends way up into the sky. And do I have... Wait a second. Are these different colors? Or am I just going crazy? Or is this just the game rendering weirdly? Because there's so many of them. No, it's just the game running weirdly because of the light. Okay, we're good. Are you even turning? Are you even turning? What's going on? Solar tower, why aren't you working? Solar. Always aim at sun on. Solar. Maybe we need to turn off the share inertia tensor for a second. Camera's there. Huh. I mean, not that it really matters anymore. Yeah, it's all there. I don't know what's wrong with it. Nah, whatever. Doesn't matter anymore. Series is over. Yeah, we did a lot of work here. We went from there and up into the hills. Oh, which hill was it? This hill? I want to say this hill. Or was it this hill? There was one of these hills. I thought I made a clearing there. Where is it? Put down some lights, too. No? Further hill? Possibly. Ah, okay. I'm gonna have to load in my waypoints here. Endor. Where are my waypoints? Iron, over here. Hey, there's my iron mine. I even have it nicely lit up with these little lampposts that I made. I went, found my various resources, discovered that there was no more gold in this area, which I'm probably there probably is gold in the North Pole, but I just didn't find it. But also I was, again, told by a little birdie that there was something fun in the South Pole that I should go and see. So we flew all the way around the planet. We found some more resources over on these mountaintops here and made our way to our first major encounter of the series, which was the gold mine. Which we took it out in like typical Kanajashi fashion, which is to tunnel underneath, because I have no other tactic aside from sapping things. Have a drill, will use, essentially. Sapped our way through the gold veins and came up underneath, dug our way through, and took out the enemy that was here. Salvaged the various guns and stuff and took over this base. And as you can see, there's also a nice chunk out of the terrain here, and a chunk out of the terrain here when I came back to get some gold in the future when I was building the jump drives. No, this series was into the dark, but sometimes it was just too dark. Yeah, well, I am running the Space Just Got Real mod. So when I make it nighttime here, like it is full on nighttime. Like it is dark as shit. So I do understand that that is sometimes an issue when it comes to recording YouTube videos. I tried to make it light as much as I could. Tried to only do stuff during the day. But as a gameplay thing, I really do enjoy the Space Just Got Real, because it does give you that incentive of maybe I just want to do stuff in the day, or oh, I actually need to properly light things up instead of just relying on the game to sort of give me a little bit of brightness. But yeah. Yeet. Any gold in here? There's still 242,000 gold here. Shit. And take some of that. Mine. It's my gold. Alright. After we did that, we found a random ship merchant. Let's go see what the ship merchant has for sale today. Where's his entrance? We bought the... what's it called? The cursor. Aha. This is contracts. Where is sales? Ah! Here we go. A freighter. A miner. Bomber. Hauler. Hey, there's a cursor. Yeah. Bought a cursor. Became our scout vehicle. Which weapons did you like better? The standard turrets or those laser weapons? I think the laser weapons are really strong, with this fact that they don't have to wait for a shell to hit the target. What I mean by that is that if you have like an artillery and it's lobbing shells at something, it could have one of the shells in the air before it shoots another one, and then that shell that hits destroys it, and there's still another shell coming in. Where if I had like a bunch of lasers and they were all aiming at different, like say the enemy had a bunch of turrets and then my lasers were aiming at their turrets, all the lasers would just immediately track to a turret, like melt it, and then immediately, instantly attract to the next and just get rid of all of the turrets super quick. So they were powerful for that. I wasn't really supposed to be able to see them in the G menu here. I just sort of went hand wavy as that I need to ignore them and not actually build them. I was supposed to salvage them. But yeah, as many as I could, I would have liked to basically have all laser turrets. And I think there's a crash with this thing here. Like, I think it's this one. One of these big turrets causes the game to crash if you bring it out. So I'm not going to do that, obviously. So I went over there, got my gold, came on back to Moose Camp. Had my cursor. That's when I had the dropship. Yeah, the railgun double. Yeah. I mean, we can test fire some of them right now. Anti-fighter light turret control. See how it's just constant beam? So it would just be like shooting at one target, and then as soon as that thing was dead, it would just go boom and shoot the next target, then boom, shoot the next target. It was great. I'll make it daytime here. Zoop. As daytime as it can be with this tree cover. And then we got the light laser turret. See, this one was like shoot and then reload, where the anti-fighter is the constant beam. But then also, man, these quad-barreled assaults, so good. Quad artillery, quad assaults. They just pump out so much damage, man. Quad artillery. Can't I control you? Oh, you're off. That'd be a good reason why I can't control you. Let's do a little clear cutting here. Come on, reload my artillery. Goodbye, tree. Oh man, I wonder what it would be like. We probably it'd be kind of fun to do this in the future. Just set up like a whole bunch of like assault cannons or something, and then just like, you know, in the Predator movie where they just come in and they're just shooting into the forest and they mow down an acre of forest with their bullets. Do the same thing but with artillery. That'd be amazing. Hey look, I made a little bit of sunny area over here. But yeah, I personally think this planet is amazing. But it would not be as good if it wasn't for the space just got real. Because deep in a forest like this is cool looking in my opinion. Like, this is awesome. Like, if you're this deep in this thick of a forest, yeah, it should be dark as shit. Like, it shouldn't be bright sunny day deep in here in the forest. You should find your clearings to have your sun. Yeah, that's good stuff. Alright, we'll leave this part here. So then after we went and got our golds, if I remember correctly, we went off to check some other planets because now we had our cursor. We went and, because we were here, because we sort of picked this planet because, like, what was it? The starting area was up here, right? And we went this way. So we went all the way over to this planet. And then we went and we were like, okay, well, there's that, that. We just go this way. And we went that way and checked all the planets out as we went. I grew up in the deep woods in East Texas. While not as black, it certainly gets dark. Yes. Spent a lot of time in the woods with my dad, going hunting and stuff, and it easily gets dark. Like just if the sun's going down, it becomes night, like quote unquote night in the forest, like 30 minutes, an hour prior to outside of the forest. We found another ship merchant here. Oh, and this is where I did my bonk. If people remember that, where I came in here and I'm just like, this is what you can do because of save zones, and just went bonk right into the right into the docking port because I could. That is my favorite thing to do with merchant stations, is just yeet myself into them at Mach speed. Wait, how the hell do I even get into this place? Where is the entrance? Oh, it's way the heck over here. It's welders. Where's the ships, damn it? Contracts. Store! There we go. Ammo constructor, hauler, buddy minder, civic. There's another cursor. Well, we also got some rovers. Nice. Got a lot of things on sale right now. I think this freighter would work with, oh, fuck it, let's buy it. I think that freighter would work. Or is it? There it is. It's having issues. It pulls a little bit. Oh, because of the hydros in the back. Wait. Is it only the hydro that's on this thing? Oh. That's the only thing that's keeping it flying? Is there no atmosphere here? No, there must be atmosphere here. Oh god, this thing is hard to fly. It just needs a couple thrusters up front and this thing would be fine. Yeah, I guess those ammos are not doing much. They don't have power? Alright, let's just put our butts down. Thankfully it's safe zone, so we can just do that. Atmo. Oh, we don't have enough air density. Ammos don't work here. Well, that's good to know. So all this thing needs is just a hydro up front. Which, if this thing is piped, you can just do this. No? Look, Ma, no hands. It's balanced. It's fine. Yeah, that's all it needs. All this thing needs in order to be able to be at least flyable. Nice. Z-Man. The realistic thrusters isn't too hard. You just have to think about your balance. And I'll leave that here. Park. Unable to park. Why not? Park. What? Landing gear. Lock, damn it. Oh, right, I can't lock in the safe zone. Forgot about that. I always forget that that's a thing. I'm not sure why. Maybe they don't want you to be able to go in there and, like, grab somebody's thing and take it out while it's stuck there? Maybe that'd be what. Anyway. Oh, man. Code for programmable blocks. I've actually only recently attempted to work with Python. I know some Python. I want to start doing a new series. Okay, so I had an idea. And also we'll just get a nice, cool-looking plantscape while I talk here. We'll get the other planets in the background. Ooh, that looks good. Right about there. All right. I had an idea. Is that I want to learn how to do programmable blocks in this game. And I know some coding. But, like, I know the fundamentals of coding. I know how to do some Python. But I don't know how to do the... I can't remember. I think it's C++ or C Sharp or something like that. That's for the programmable blocks here. It's some C-based language. I would need to learn its syntax. And I would need to figure out how to... Like, what are the methods and stuff like that you do to... do Space Engineers programming stuff. I see everyone saying C Sharp in the chat. So yes, C Sharp. I would kind of want to do, starting this winter, every Sunday evening, I would load up a stream and I would do programmable block stuff for the stream, and we'd be experimenting and learning how to do programmable block stuff together, and like trying to do basic things. Like the first one would be when I press a button, like, or like when I do this thing will happen, or this thing should automatically detect this and move back and forth between two locations based on something, you know, like some basic like if then statements. But it would be done with programmable blocks and not the event controller. Then I can learn how to script. So I was contemplating doing that this winter and calling them Script Sundays. Like Scripting Sundays. And we just load up and just be like, okay, we're making this. We're trying to design this. Or we're going to take this script from the workshop. Like, say, you go in and the blueprints here. But you look at the script blueprints and you have, like, there's the solar alignment script or the door auto close script or things like that. And you would open up those scripts and try to break them down and figure out how they work and then rewrite them ourselves. Like, sort of go, okay, so that's how it works. So I want to rewrite it over here. So if I need to do this, I need to do that, and like try to recreate it and like really learn how to do the game that way. So I was hoping to do that this winter. Call it my Scripting Sundays. Oh, hey, Sash, what are you doing? What is this doggo doing? She's staring at me. Hey, doggo. 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 Ah, girl. She is Doggo. Doggo is here. Yeah, SE Scripting 101. Essentially, yeah. Alright, continuing on. Hoth. We didn't really find much, except we just got a little bit of ice from here. Because there really wasn't much here. It was just sort of like the visit the two merchants. And land on the surface just to say that I did. Let us visit this merchant. Why not? What do you got for sale, Mr. Merchant? Where is your store? There it is. Oh, got turned around. Bomber, Blue Ambassador, Explorer. Some good stuff here. I want to see what this... Wait. Yeah, I want to see what this freighter was like. I want to see if this freighter would have been fine for me to buy. 120 million. Okay. I can do that. Economy. Balance of Kanajashi. That's too much, but whatever. Bye. Yeah, several minor NPC encounters I managed to avoid. Yes, I did. I managed to dodge them. Alright. Wait, are these like docks? They totally are! That would be awesome. Let me get some light here. There we go. Yeah, there's like a dock there that I could use. Or just like to transfer goods onto this ship. I do see one problem though, is there's not enough thrust up front downwards. So this thing would probably have issues, especially when it's fully loaded. Like, as it is right here, it's probably going to be fine with realistic thrust. But the moment that you start getting weight in this cargo container, this thing is not going to be able to balance properly. Doggo wants me to play with her. She's like, play with me. I took you for a big long walk. It's raining outside, Sasha. You can cope. You can cope. Alright, good dog. That ship saved me and my suit only start playthrough I did. Nice. Suit only start. God damn. That's so painful. You just have to, like, hope to get a passerby. Hope to get a wreck. Sort of thing. Yo, good girl, Sasha. Butt slaps. What else we got on this ship? Turret in the butt. I like that. Bunch of odds. Why is this thing worth 100 million? No, it wasn't 100 million. It was 12 million? Whatever it was. I thought it was 120 million. It better have a jump drive. What? I don't know why this thing is so expensive. It's got like 5 uranium each, not like 500. Ah, we do have artificial gravity, yeah. Basic refinery. Survival. Is it got windows? This is all pressurized. Nice. Oh, this thing could use an upgrade though. These are bad stairs. This is old school staircase building, man. Using the old window as a staircase. This is old school, man. Using these as beds. Anyway, we can leave this thing here. So, after we did that, we went off to Kamino, the water planet. Woohoo! Now, if I hadn't have spent an entire season with boats and planes and things... Now she's just sitting at my feet. Just wanting me to play. Let's point that back towards her bed. And I'll point it there, I'll go move her bed back into position, and I'll give her a chew. And then she'll be in her bed. But we managed to come over here and land at Kamino Charging Outpost. Yay! Kamino. Be right back. Alright, Sasha, let's get you a chew. We have beef jerky. We have beef jerky. Doggy. Yes. What do you mean? Doggy jerky. Very good. Taco cam. There we go. Which season was that? Last season, season 4. Last season I did a lot of boat stuff. I also did a lot of plane stuff in that season. But it was definitely the boats and planes season, that's for sure. If I hadn't had done that season, when I got to this planet, I was probably going to spend more time on it. But considering the fact that I had just done season 4, when I got to this planet, I didn't spend that long on this planet. Just a few episodes. If I had like not done a whole bunch of water stuff, then I would have built like a giant boat here and I would have sailed around the planet for like 5 episodes or so. We would have just explored this planet for a lot longer. Still wish you would post the ship you built. What ship? You mean the... Because I built 2 main ships in Season 4, which was the Discovery and the Marauder. I tend not to post my creations because I do not think they're good. I have, like, insane performance anxiety there. Like... Also, a good dose of imposter syndrome. So, yeah. But we managed to come around here. There's also these other bases we managed to find, which were... No, those bases here. Oh, I probably don't have a waypoint for it anymore. It's somewhere on this planet. Kamino... It'll be the other... They're regarding ores. It would be one of these. I think it's the gold and silver one. No, not that. What? Where were the, magnesium? No, there's magnesium right back there. I forget where the base was here, but there was a base on Kamino that I attacked and took over and killed. It was on one of these larger island clusters. One of them. I don't know where it is now. He's somewhere on this planet. But, I should find this. This planet inspired me. You guys know how, I think is it here? Is this it? No, that's not it. You guys remember, if you guys watched the very, very end of the, last episode, I teased what the next series will be, right? A collab with Andrew Mann Gaming. Yeah, Imber's gonna probably find me again right now. I have to find something. Sorry, I'm just looking around. I'm trying to find a particular island formation. It's on this planet somewhere, and I don't know where it is. I am looking for a particular islands. Is this it? Okay, this is... Ah, this is it! Okay. Let me bring up the sun. Alright. This may or may not be the setting for our collab. Oh, what's this over here? Oh, it's just a little bit of a sand there. Yeah. Don't worry, you'll see this area in much greater detail. Which Sunday is that coming out on? Is you delete the base to clear PCU? Probably. Calendar. Not the 15th, the 22nd. I think the 22nd we're starting the collab. Just so you know. So, one more week. And you'll get the collab starting. Oh, I kind of want to tease you guys something right now. But, yeah, it's a sequel to Escape from Mars. Yes. It is a direct sequel. I kind of want to tease you guys with something. But I'm not sure if Andrew Mann would like that. Because I kind of want to show part of the first episode, but it's too early. But anyway, I went to Kamino. I found some stuff, made the charging port, got magnesium. That was the first magnesium I'd mined the entire series. All the series, up until going to this goddamn planet, I did not have a good source of magnesium. I couldn't get into battles because I had no bullets. Oh my god. But then I finally got magnesium. Yeah, the start of this season was an Ember satellite, which was trying to eat me, and it was going like, we're on the lookout for this fugitive. Like, where is he out there? And so, Ember might show back up in a future series, you know, tracking me down. Okay. So then after that, we went off to Kessel. At least that's what I called it. Because it had these giant holes. This is so aesthetic. So cool. It's just like, you just could be walking along, just going like, da 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 da. Ah, big hole. Can we have a season where Andrew and Kanajashi have to hunt each other? Ooh. Have like a versus series? Might be kind of fun. But yes, we got a few weapons to scavenge here. We defeated a few bases. We just knocked that off in like one live stream. I never ended up scavenging these weapons. I just left them here. I never ended up using them. That's fine. We don't need to use them all. But I do love this world and its aesthetic. I think this would have been a fun world to start on. To like build a mining base down here at the bottom with all these ores. And like have some other base, say like hanging off the edge of the cliff. Ah, would have been cool. But we... Oh yeah, and also during this time we had recovered the Phregna. And in the Phregna it had the data stuff that pointed towards here with the Flay. That was the entire reason we came to this planet, was to get the Flay. And then we did a recharge of the dropship. We took the Flay and the Phregna, and we went back home from here. Because we were running out of resources, I believe. Yes. This planet was just another desert planet. I don't even know if I went to this planet. Is there any way to have those alien arachnids only on one planet? Make some natural tunnel and caverns at the bottom of the craters? It would totally be a castle. I think you could. Because you... Like, they only spawn on alien in the normal game, so you just have to code the planet to have a particular enemy spawn. The only downside is that the... Just how Space Engineers works, how their elevation models work, you cannot have caves. You cannot have overhangs. So, like, if you look down from above, you see how there are no ridgelines that extend over. Like, everything is always slanting inwards. It's never like you have, like, something like Pride Rock from The Lion King, where it's this jutting out. It cannot happen in Space Engineers, simply because of an engine limitation. Of course, you can manually go and mine out stuff. And there was actually the mod. I can't remember who made it, but they made like a cave mod. What they did is they had a set of grids. And the grid would randomly spawn. And then once the grid spawned, it deleted the voxel that was taking, like, occupying that grid space. And then deleted the grid afterwards. Yeah, Mez-K systems. So you theoretically you could have some cave systems, but it's like it's a hacky way of doing it. But that is what I believe is one of the things they're fixing with Space Engineers 2 eventually when they get VRAGE 3 engine done. Is that you're actually going to have overhangs, you're actually going to have caves, you're actually going to have tunnels and stuff like that that'll naturally spawn. Not hunting each other. One runs, one hunts. Runner has to hide, scavenge, and escape. Hunter has to search for support from lookout posts and resupply bases. Oh, that's kind of fun. It's like hide and seek, but deadly. Alright. So we got all of the information. We did all that stuff. We hauled it all back home. And we had the... there's the Flay Distress Beacon. Where is the Anomaly? We got the Anomaly. And we went off to the Anomaly. And that's where we had our first encounter with a Marauder. One of the large grid devices that Nat had built. And all that's left here is the small grid fighter carcasses, and that is it. But yeah, planet maps in ST are 2D grayscales. Yes, they are. Where the color indicates altitude. Entity list. SS Raiders. There's all sorts of raiders. Look at all of them just sitting out here. There's also some marauders sitting out here. Where are you? Randomly sitting in space near some planet? Waiting for me to come close so you can blow me up? So these were all possible events that I missed. Yeah. So this is the Raider that took out my dropship. It's got its fixed laser cannon. It's got a couple lights on the top, couple lights on the bottom. It's got a couple anti-fighters on the top and bottom. He's a badass machine. That's what it is. Also looks freaking awesome in the sun. Yeah, I got pretty lucky not hitting a lot of these different enemy grids. It was good. This Lancer. Hecate? Where the hell is this thing? What? What is this? Did I find this before? I don't believe I did. Because I would have salvaged this. See, there's so much stuff I missed. I didn't find this one. What planet is this? What planetoid? SLP unknown signal. Oh, see, there's an enemy signal here. What is this? Is this one of the a mining base or something? Oh, come on. Freaking thing. It always screws up my spectator camera. Yeah, is this another mining base? So this is a planetoid that I never went to, and there's a mining base here. Where is this planetoid? Oh, it's that little guy. Way out there. Yeah, I never went this way. There's a whole planetoid I just missed. Check the main guns on the wreck? Okay. Huh? This guy? You know, the rocket launchers? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, what are you talking about? Main guns. Oh, you thinking of the Lancer wreck? Okay, this is a different wreck. Okay, I was gonna go look at all the wrecks that I didn't get to. This is the Atgear. Yes? Yes. Wreck 01, Wreck 02. It's just a piece of armor. Hecate? What? Where the hell is this? God, it's so dark. Where's the Hecate? What? Yeah, Nat the Gnome there. He did everything. He set this all up for me, because he's awesome. Hecate. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh god, it's just because my camera's way too fast. Oh, this thing is cool. Got some artillery out the front. Oh, this thing's awesome. Damn it, I should have should have poked me and said, like, oh, you missed a planet. And I would have gone, oh, fine, I will go back. Some good ammo here, too. Damn it. I wish I came back and actually did this planet. Now, this planet's more Tatooine. Friggin' wrecks in the ground and stuff. Next season, the more enemies for Kanajashi to fight and survive against. No more easy mode. Oh. You said Lancer. Let me just throw my butt here. Hey, there's water here. Is this Kamino? Wait, what planet is this? Yeah, it's Kamino. Did you have any beacons on these things or something that would like flash periodically? Because I totally missed this. I would have loved to run into this thing. Beacon, no. Antenna, no. No, come on. You could have put some, like, antenna on this or something. And have it, like, flash every so often with a really high range. Then I would have found it. And this would have been really frickin' cool. Because look at that. It had a fixed light laser that I could have salvaged. It had a giant dual laser. Oh my god. Dual laser. Yeah, you totally Nat, make those changes. You want to put in a beacon to guide people to these, because these are cool. Point defenses? Oh, dude. Those have been amazing to salvage. How far is this? So it was like the other... I was on the other side of the... it says the engineer barely scouted the planets he landed on. Hey! I was making content. Yeah. But I should have done it more. But also, it's just like... one random island on this entire planet. In the final version, these will be rare random spawns in the mess. In the MES mod. Nice! Oh, man! Oh, I wish I ran into these now! Oh, I wish I could go back in time and just tell myself, no, go over there. You missed something, dumbass. Yeah. Orbital defense laser. I love this thing. This thing was fun. Zoop. It's broken now, but it was fun while it existed. Let's also say that this... I looked at this. I knew this existed. Like... Okay, this goes into part of the theatrics of making YouTube videos and such. I knew this existed. Right? I knew the most cinematic way I could do this was to approach from this direction and fly out here, focusing on the base, and then go, wah! And die. Right? So that's what I did. Because it was... a good show. So I knew this thing was here. And it actually had some inspiration for what will be the Androman collab here in a week. So, just so you know. Okay. So we went to the Anomaly. We got all the stuff. We took the... battleship back to the starter base. We got it fueled up there. We went back to Moose Camp, got it armored up and rebuilt. And then headed over here to take on the laser and this thing over here, which we successfully defeated. I've lost
low.
Energy low. All right. Which we successfully defeated, and rated this station. Oh, it's something that I figured out way too far into the goddamn series. Is you know how like these bots would spawn and then just start shooting up the place? I did not know exactly what was going on. And I was like, what's going on? Why are they shooting up the place? And it turns out that there was a setting incorrect on them, and they were spawning as pirates rather than as the enemy faction. And so I had to fix their faction. The sleepers. This was the wrong setting on this faction. I had to go in and edit my save file, like edit the save file manually to fix it. But I did fix it for the final episode. I suggested maybe to have data pads with potential wrecks. Oh, that would have been cool. Yeah, or like if you have that nat in like what would be the Fregna sort of thing, you have like a list of like wrecks that they've found and that they need to that they've been cataloging, that you can go and do a thing. Also, lava does damage. Made a boo-boo. Yeah, I was having a crash when I was trying to film this episode where we were taking on like this place. My game would not stop crashing. Like, it took me all night trying to figure out what was going on. And I went and I talked to the mod maker for the AI enabled mod, because there was something about in my crash log about like burn damage. And I was just like, no, wait, not the AI enabled, not for this issue. It was, I talked to the AI enabled guy to ask about the why they were shooting up the place, and then he said you need to fix the faction, which is what I did. But this one was about the environmental damage on this planet. So this planet has environmental damage where you have lava, right? You stand in the lava, you die. And it was crashing my game because I think it was the combination of AI enabled and the lava. And you would have one of the bots spawn in the lava and start taking like burn damage, and then all of a sudden that would just crash the game for some reason. It was weird. That took so long to figure out, and so many crashes. I have like 2.5 hours of me recording, repeatedly loading back in, changing something each time, like saying the same lines again. I'm like, all right, let's go in here. We got to clean this place out. All right, let's go. And I go inside here, and then like the enemies would spawn, and they would take damage from the environmental effects, and the game would crash. So many times. Like, you guys have absolutely no idea how many times I recorded a full episode and there was something wrong with it, and I scrapped it and I recorded it again to fix that thing. I did that several times this season. Several times. My God. It was the second week of Moose Camp, and most of the ships were there. The dropship didn't make it, but the Rex gave us a spare. That's awesome. So then after we got this done, we got the final destination. Yes, our chat log got very lengthy as we were trying to figure out this issue. We got the coordinates to the core station. And we flew off to the core station. Way out here in the middle of goddamn nowhere, where I would never run into it randomly, which is actually probably a really good idea. Otherwise, I probably might have run into it randomly. And how? Yeah, this thing is not intact anymore. This thing's broke as shit. Out of the seat before I teleport. I've done that before. It was a really fun encounter. Again, this was another encounter that was done over like many recording sessions. The preparation of me getting the ship all ready and then flying here was one recording session. Me getting in and doing some of the exploration was a second recording session. Then I went back and I was talking to Nat about how we wanted to make this episode better. And I mentioned that we should do because we had I think it's blown up now, but there was the lab where they're doing the experiments on the scientists. I was like, we definitely need to put something in here. Like, we need some lore here. Like, I need to be able to stop and talk. And the one dude survived. And so that was like, then Nat wrote that. He got back to me. I put those in, those data pads, so that we could have some lore. So that room was another recording session. Finding this guy with his data pad was a recording session. Like was that same session actually. And then the escape was one section, and then the explosion didn't work. Then I had to reload the save and figure out why didn't this explosion work. It's because Nat forgot to arm the goddamn warheads. And then I did it again, and I got a really bad explosion because there wasn't enough warheads. It just sort of went poof, and there was still, like, the structure was still there. And so I'm like, no, this is not enough. And so I went back in, and I just fucking coated it with warheads in every little hidden nook and cranny I could, and then blew it up while looking through the camera at range. And so, yeah, the prep, the exploration, the reading the lore, the run back to the to the Spectre, and the explosion were all 5 different recordings that were all spliced together to make that episode. But it turned out, I think, quite well. There's something like 180 sensors, 20 or so event controllers. Yeah. Because remember, he had the lights set up that every single zone was its own lights, right? You'd walk into the zone and the lights would turn on. And that is so cool. So much work. I want to do that in every one of my designs, but that is just so much goddamn effort. But yeah, we defeated it. We blew it up. Still a little bit of loot here. And then we zipped out of the system. And that was the entire Into the Dark. 30 episodes. I easily could have taken that to 35 or 40 if I wanted to. Spend some, like, a couple more episodes on each planet. Probably not Endor, like Moose Camp Planet, because I spent enough time there. But I could have easily spent another 2 or 3 on each planet I visited. But I kind of felt like I wanted to keep the series concise. Like, you have these series that go on for like, whoa, welcome to episode 70 of my series. And it's like, okay, this is a bit much. Like, there's some YouTubers, I don't know how they continue to have their audience, but some YouTubers manage to be like, this is episode 246 of my playthrough. And it's like, why do you still have 100,000 people watching you every single time? Like, it's episode... I think it's this huge episode number. Where is Moose Camp? There it is. You can definitely different on. Three. Bring up. Oh. You know what? That probably fixed it. Because it's the goddamn shadows on this freaking planet. This planet, man, it's the shadow calculations. It's because every single tree calculates its shadow, and there is infinite trees. So that is what happened. But as I was saying, I find that the series, whatever series you have, tend to lose their steam after about 10 episodes. And so you don't really want to have a series go on for a really long time, because then you start losing interest in it. So I was happy to finish this at 30. Unfortunately, there was a break in the middle of there where the editor had he had a kid. His wife gave birth to a daughter, if I remember correctly. So I was like, oh, hey, cool, editor, I like you. I want you to continue editing the series, but, like, take a couple months off to be with your family. And that lost a lot of steam with the series. Like, regularly I was seeing the series, you know, do some good numbers, and then I took that break, and then I brought it back, and then the series was just dropped off. Like, it didn't get the same numbers as it did before, which is just part of the YouTube algorithm. It's like you lose your regularity and your numbers drop off. I also saw it with my revenue and such with my AdSense. Like the months where it was going, good numbers, and then there obviously a drop off a bit because I didn't upload anything for a duration. But then when I was back to uploading, the numbers just didn't go back up. They just stayed low. Even though I was uploading, it just started to creep back up. And that's what happens. If you don't stay regular uploading content on YouTube, you just become irrelevant. So, I just gotta keep making stuff. Edgerman collab was going to start on the 22nd, if I'm not mistaken. I think. I'm ready to go for this Sunday, but I'm not sure if he's ready to go, so I have to confirm with him. We might have it on Sunday, if not next Sunday. Yeah, and that's going to run for about 15 episodes, I think. So it'll be done Christmas-ish. Then I'll do some sort of Christmas special, do a bunch of streaming around Christmas. And then we'll start doing the Sunday, like scripting Sundays around that time as well. Do you have a target start time for which target start time for what? Something about Kanajashi and irrelevant in the same 7 doesn't seem right. The collab? Oh, the 22nd. 9 days. 9 days? Yeah, 9 days from now. I think that's how it is. Yeah, 9 days from now. For me, I've already got like this collab. It's recorded. It's done. Like, we've recorded the entire collab. It's just being edited. We're making thumbnails. And we're getting everything finalized. It's that way we can just upload the entire collab and just have it all automatically come out. Which is good because I'm going to Japan in a week. Woo! I gotta get my character to dance for me. Emotes! Where's the victory emote? Victory! I'm going to Japan! I'm going on vacation for a month. And the collab is what's going to keep you guys covered while I'm gone. So that's why I wanted to get it all done. Andrew Mann and I have actually been working on this collab, recording it, since July, I think. So, yeah, or at least we've been talking about the collab since June, and we've been making it in July and August and September. Getting it all set up. So that it was all ready to go, all complete. So that way I can go away for a whole month, and you guys will not miss out on any content. Jealousy rears his ugly head. I'd love to go to Japan, if not for no other reason than to try some of the foods I've seen in anime. Now, you're lucky with that, because I have several food sensitivities. I cannot eat wheat and lactose. These are things that have just recently become an issue for me since during the pandemic I had a surgery. I had a hernia, and the stress of that surgery caused like multiple autoimmune things to just rear their ugly head. And I'm just like, where the hell, man? I could eat all the teriyaki I wanted, and I could have pizza, and I could drink milk, and now if I do any of that, I just die. Like, not actually like it's not like an allergic reaction. I'm not gonna swell up and die, but I'm just gonna have a really bad time in the washroom. So I'm gonna go to Japan, and everything has soy in it, and soy has wheat. So I cannot eat anything. Anything soy flavored, I cannot touch. No! So, yeah. Hydrogen test for gut problems. I do not know what a hydrogen test is, but I'll look for that. Yeah, God, I wanted to go get ramen. I wanted to get noodles. I wanted to eat melon pan. Like, I went to Japan 10 years ago. My first time I went there when I was in my early 20s. As, like, it was amazing. I was eating everything. I ate total junk. I had katsudons and gyozas and melon pans and, like, chocokorone, like the chocolate pastries, and I just consumed everything. And I still lost like 10 pounds when I was there. So now I'm going to go. I'm not going to be able to eat anything, which is why I got an Airbnb where I can cook. And so I'm probably going to lose like 20 pounds because I'm just going to be out all day, not doing anything, and then eating like a Soy Joy bar from 7-Eleven because that's like the only item they have that isn't gluten. It's going to be ridiculous. But I will be gone. As long as Air Canada doesn't go on strike, I'll be gone next on what, the 23rd? It's my flight? Yeah, I think that's right. Fly out to Japan, and then I'm there for an entire month. And the next time you guys see me will be the... I'll probably do like a Japan debrief stream on like the 23rd or something like that of October. So you won't see me until the end of October. Yeah. I can't think of... You're using realistic flight on your trip. I think the pilots are going to use the script. They've got an autopilot script. Hey, I'll put together a slideshow, and we'll have a slideshow, and I'll tell you guys about my trip. Does that sound good? When I get back, we'll do the Japan trip travel log. And I'll just take a bunch of photos, and we'll do a slideshow. I'm not taking Doggo with me. She's going to be so sad. She has no idea that I'm going to be gone for a month. It does not get through to her little brain. I've been trying to tell her, but she just looks at me and goes like, I do not understand. Please pet me and give me Treato. Like, her little brain is going to break. Can you imagine her just going like, oh, where's Master? He hasn't come home in a while. Like, I did the math. I'm in my mid-30s. She's 3.5 years old. I'm about 10 times her age right now. Right? So, me going away for a month is like if somebody went away for 10 months for me. Like, that's huge. That's huge. It's a huge part of her life. She's not going to know what happened. She's probably going to take over my bed. Oh, I could have gotten a pet Airbnb. The problem is I will not ever stick Sasha into the hold of an airplane for like 9 hours straight. I would not do that to her. Ever. If I could have taken her, that would have been cool, but also it would have been really like, it would have gotten in the way for a lot of the stuff I'm going to be doing there. Because I'm not just going for a holiday. I'm actually going for martial arts. So I practice Iaido, which is Japanese swordsmanship. I'm going over to a taikai, a competition, to practice Iaido and to test for my next level and compete and see how good I am. So, yes. That is partially why I'm going. And so there's going to be several instances where I need to, like, I'm at an event and I would have to have somebody else looking after my dog in another country. No, it wouldn't work. But if I could have, oh my god, I would have loved to taken her. Like, if I could teleport there and take her with me and let her sniff Japan, instantly would have taken her. Also, I'm sure she's very cute. I could have used her to find some nice Japanese ladies. Because she would have been like, hello, I want to lick you. And they're like, oh, cute dog. And I'm like, yes, she is. Hi, I'm Gaijin, like the foreigner. Like, foreigner with a cute dog. It would have worked. We'll see what I can do at these tournaments and stuff. Typically, there isn't recording allowed unless you're like some high-ranking person. But we'll see if I can get any pictures. But I'll definitely take pictures of my practicing, and maybe I'll get my buddy to take a picture of me while I'm practicing. But yeah, that's going to be it, I think, for this evening. 2-hour stream, going over the retrospective of the Into the Dark, with a little bit of information coming up for the future. To summarize, Into the Dark was a very fun experience. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I kind of beta tested it, because there was a few things that went wrong. But I think when Nat has the public version ready for you guys, you are going to enjoy it. Aside from that, the next piece of content you'll get from me is a series with Andrew Mann, which is starting on the 22nd, if everything is going to plan. Might start earlier, who knows. Something I'm also going to do with that series is I'm going to start putting memberships on the channel. So you can join the channel for a few dollars. I think I have it at the $2.99 price point for the channel, and there is like no other bonus than that. Like, that's just it. The only bonus is that you're going to be able to see the videos like a few days ahead. I'm not sure how much, like a few days. So if you want to, you can join and see the video a few days before everyone else does. That sort of thing. And then in the future, I'll do more of that, like, get to see the video early stuff. So that series will come out while I'm gone, so that way you guys have some content. And then when I get back, we'll do a Japan trip travel log, and we will start up with some scripting Sundays, so we can start to learn to script together, and planning out the next series. As I have plans, unfortunately I cannot act on those plans until I am back in October. Yes, that's all I can say for now. That's all I can say for now. But that's going to be it for now. I am going to head off for the evening. And I hope you all have a wonderful night. And I got to get all of this series ready so that it's all prepped for when I leave. So that way I don't have to do anything besides like pressing go live at certain dates and such. So I don't think there's going to be any other YouTube content coming out on the channel until the Enderman collab starts. So I probably won't talk to you guys again until I'm back from Japan. So I hope you guys are good, and I'll see you in a month or so. That's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching. Good hunting out there, fellow space engineers.